Hi, I'm Karen Sperling, and I'm excited to show you my new Artistry Adobe Photoshop brushes Volume 1 that I designed while creating my new class for turning photo portraits into paintings in the style of Rembrandt. But the brushes can be used for so many other subjects and styles that I can't even name them all. You'll find uses for them beyond what I even thought of. I'm so excited about these new brushes that I'd like to send you a free sample so you can try it out for yourself. Join my mailing list at my website, karensperling.com, and I'll send you a free sample brush from the Rembrandt collection. So let's take a look at the brushes and some examples of how I use them. This is a photo I used as the basis of the Rembrandt class, and this is the painting I painted based on it in Adobe Photoshop. The class goes over the steps and art theories to paint this portrait, but in this video you'll just take a look at the kinds of strokes made by the individual brushes. The brushes are separated into categories for painting portraits, including faces, hair, clothing, and backgrounds. But these are just starting points, and like I say, you can use these brushes for anything you'd like. So let's take a look at each brush one by one. Starting with the Faces Soft Blender. You can use this as a cloner brush in a layer above a photo. It paints with a light touch and is also great for blending in general. The Faces Soft Color is great for adding a soft hint of color. It's also great for bringing back color after you've blended. I created the Faces Bristly 01 and 02 brushes for you to use to put brush strokes in the painting. Like in the skin, for instance, it looks more painterly with bristle strokes, but you may prefer the smooth strokes of the Faces Soft Color brush. You can also use the Faces Bristly 01 and 02 brushes in the hair and clothing for bristly strokes. And also in the clothing and background for fixing edges in a painterly way. The Face Dabs 01 brush is one of my faves. It lets you blend with soft, painterly strokes, creating nice, creamy blends. Use the Face Dabs 01 color brush anywhere you need brush strokes, including faces, hair, clothing, backgrounds, or anywhere. The Face Dabs 02 brush paints blendy, textury strokes for an oil-painted look. The Face Dabs 03 brush is another way to add some painterly brushstrokes either in the face or anywhere else in your painting. I love how the Face Dabs 4 brush lets you sprinkle a dash of painterly, textury brushstrokes anywhere in your painting. Next, let's look at the Sperling Rembrandt hair brushes. Hair 01 paints textury broad strokes, good for adding overall texture to a wide area. I love the textury strands of the Hair 02 brush. The Hair 03 brush is great for highlights and shadows. And the Hair 04 brush is a fave with its smooth strokes. Next are the Sperling Rembrandt backgrounds brushes. I love the background 01A and B brushes for quickly filling in large areas with textury color. A is multicolored and B is a solid color. A gets its colors from the front and back squares in the color panel, and pressing lightly produces the rear square color, and pressing heavily paints the front square color. Press medium for a mixture of the two colors. B gets its color from the front square. The background 2 brush is a fave with its thick, rich color. I love the blender brush for blending anything that needs blending. The background 03 brush is interesting with an abstract design that provides cool paintbrushy effects. Then last but not least are the Sperling Rembrandt clothing brushes. The Rembrandt Clothing 01 brush paints with soft, tiny, textury color. Use it to add highlights, for instance. Want instant texture? Then the Texture Rembrandt Clothing 02 brush is for you. It's like a pixel scrambler and produces a great painted effect. The Texture Rembrandt Clothing 03 is similar in nature to the 02 brush, but additionally lets you add colors. Texture Rembrandt Clothing 04 brush is a handy outline brush when you need one. The texture Rembrandt Clothing 05 blends with texture but covers less territory than the 02 brush. The Texture Rembrandt Clothing 06 brush lets you add subtle texture with your chosen color. And that's a quick look at my Rembrandt brushes for Adobe Photoshop. You can get them by themselves at artistrymag.com, or they're included with both the Artistry online class for turning photos into paintings in the style of Rembrandt at artistrymag.com, or when you join the Artistry Academy of Painting for Photographers at karensperling.com. Join my mailing list at my website, karensperling.com, and I'll send you a free sample brush from the Rembrandt collection. Happy painting!